Hello and welcome back to another episode of Roblox Stepford County Railway. I don't know what I was going to say after that, but yeah, today we're going to be doing another route, of course. That's the whole point of the series. So we're going to jump right into it. Driver, and they actually added a new train on the line we were planning, or actually no, we were going to do water line this episode, I think. But instead, we're going to do express. Because my favorite train, which on water line is the 143, and it's only on water line. They actually added this to, which has a 2-car variant and a double 4-car variant. They actually added this to express as an 8-car variant. So that's what we're going to drive this episode. I don't know. As of me recording this is April 1st, so I don't know if this is just for today, as like an April Fool's sort of thing, or if this is actually going to be added. But I want to at least have a video of this if this is an April Fool's joke or thing. At least I'll have recorded an episode with this train on this service. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to do Newry to Lynn, and we're going to do this both ways. It shows 24 minutes, but it's going to be longer than that, because the top speed of this train, all the other express trains are 125. This is 75. So it's going to take longer than 24 minutes. It's probably going to take, I think it was closer to maybe 30 minutes max each way. So yeah, we're going to do it both ways. So this will be an hour video, probably over an hour actually, I'm guessing. But anyways, we're going to go in. We're going to start at the Newry side, or Newry siding. Turn on chat, because I usually like having that on to see what's going on. And also get to see the disruptions and stuff that are happening. But yeah, anyways, so let's go. And as I mentioned last episode, usually at certain points I'll just honk just to let people know, like there's a junction up here, so I'm going to honk here to let people know coming out of this tunnel that, hey, watch out, I'm coming out. So, speed limit's going to be 35 up here, so I'm going to just, even though it's 65, I'm just going to stay going down to 20 or 30. Now, I think what I'm going to do for the thumbnail for this video, and I know I mentioned it in the last episode, which was the first episode, that I might do kind of like what I did with the flight sim videos. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the one thumbnail that I created last week. Because I think it actually turned out to be a pretty good thumbnail. I was happy with it anyways, so yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Minecraft video I might record after this. I've been working on some other stuff on that server, my Minecraft server lately. So we're gonna do continue. I don't know why I was thinking about that. So yeah, I might record that after this. Next couple days I'm going to be kind of busy, so I'm not going to really have any chance to record it. And I want to get one out next week. So yeah, I'll probably do that. It may be a shorter Minecraft video, I don't know, but we'll see. May not be.
This train is formed of 8 coaches.
But anyways, no, I love this train because of the way the doors open and close. In fact, this is like, I think I mentioned it last week, this is like the only train I think that has doors that open and close like this. I think every other train just has sliding doors. Just something about these sorts of doors I like, I don't know why. It's like I know some older school buses have doors that are kind of like that. Well, I think there are some newer ones too. I think maybe bluebirds? I don't know. Maybe not. I was thinking there was one newer type of bus that has doors kind of like that. But yeah, if we close the doors, you can see what it looks like. But yeah, anyways, so the speed limit is 30. Just give a little honk really quick.
Welcome on board.
And off we go.
Express service to Lynn-by-the-Sea. We will call at Benton, Morganstown.
So the speed limit is 100 now. And our next stop is Benton. So if you look at the map here, we're over this way, so we're not stopping at Eden Key. There's actually a few stops that we're obviously not going to be making because this is the water line, or generally a water line branch only, but they do have express service down this branch. So, like this stop coming right up here, we're not going to be stopping at. In fact, I think this is Eden Key right here.
From the platform edge.
Yeah, I believe it is. I don't remember the next stop. I think it's like... I don't remember. Because there's 2 more stops. Actually, no, wait. There's 3 more stops. Or is there? Either 2 or 3 more stops until we get to Benton. Because we have that one. And I know the stop before Benton is West Benton, which is next, or the Waterline stop. Yeah, it was 2. So you have this one and then West Benton. I think that one was actually Farley. So the speed limit's going to be going down to 50 up here. There we go. Speed limit's going to be going down to 45 after this station. And then from there it's going to go down to 30. So brief 45.
We will shortly be arriving at
Down to 30.
Change here for trains to Stepford Airport Central, Connolly.
Now this is probably going to be one of the few times where it might actually be on time.
St. Helens Bridge, Stepford Central, and Airport Terminal 2.
Well, Morganstown might be on time as well,
Train and the platform.
because that's all part of the Waterline link or group, whatever,
Stepford Road.
service
City. West
that
Coast.
Express
North Shore.
shares or uses.
Lynn-by-the-Sea. This train is formed of 8 coaches.
So stop at the S marker. And most of the stations that we're going to be stopping at, I think this is really going to be the only one.
This is
Well, Newry, I think, had,
this train.
but this one has the S markers, and basically every other
The
one,
next station will be
well, Morganstown, I think, does. Every other one is basically not going to have an S marker. I know most people have been stopping at the furthest marker, but I drove this last night and noticed you don't need to. So I'm going to just stop at the last
Welcome on board this Stepford
black
Express
marker,
service to
basically.
Lynn-by-the-Sea. We will call at Morganstown.
Because all those other ones are for the 800 series trains, even though,
North Shore. And
well, other than the 5-car stop, there's like the 9-10 car stop, there's no
Morgan.
9 or 10 car 800 series trains. This is the longest train on this game so far. The previous longest was 6 cars on Airlink, I think it was. Might have been one on Connect that was 60. Or not 66.
Does not stop here.
This station we're going through is Morganstown Docks. This stop, I can't remember what it's called.
Please stand back from the platform edge.
Now we're going to be going down to 30 up here. Usually like going to third person here and looking over this bridge. Usually I'm too late by the time I think about it. I'm usually like to this point and I'm looking back at it, but... Oh, actually... No? I don't remember. Whatever. Oh, there's one of the 145s or 143s doing express. Different route.
We will shortly be
Of course, most
Morganstown. Please mind the gap between
most driver or most people are going to be using this train. And in fact, this train basically everyone got. So I know one person commented or said in the chat last night that April Fool's question mark and with it being based, it was released at midnight, and then so at midnight in the UK would have been April Fool's, obviously. So this very well could be just an April Fool's train.
This is
And not only that, but another sign that might be as well is because everyone had it, no one had to pay for it. So
Stepford Road.
because normally when new trains are released on here, you have to pay, using points to buy new trains and new routes.
Welcome on
Actually, I
board
should have
to
honked
Stepford
before.
Express
Because as soon as I started going, basically they would have gotten the red over here, but
Next station will
there's nobody
be
over there.
Llyn Stepford Road.
Go for this signal as well. And one more time. Okay, now it's going to be a bit before we get to our next stop. And through here, the speed limit's 125, as you can see down here. But we're already going our top speed. So at this point, obviously, we're not going to make 3.85 miles in 2 minutes 50. So at this point, we're definitely going to be late for the rest of the trip. But that's fine. So how was everyone's Easter? I know, well, like I said, as of me recording this was yesterday. I didn't really do much yesterday. I'm not really, I don't know, big on Easter, I guess. I'm not religious or anything, so... You know, my family had, or my large family or whatever had, or extended family, I guess you could call it, in a way, had a, basically lunch, for Easter, but I didn't go. It's usually my, grandmother's family that's all there. She was one, I think, of... I was thinking it was like 11? They had a farm over by where the mall is now. Here, and that's where they did the Easter lunch thing. It was in my great-grandmother's farm. Now, hopefully you're all enjoying this series so far. I know, as of right now, in fact, let me bring it up. Last I saw it had 53 views. Yep, currently 53 views. The Flight Sim Friday video has 14 views. Not like that matters or anything. Speed limit's down to 75. Doesn't affect us, although it's going to go down to 60 up here shortly. And that will affect us, because we'll be speeding if we don't slow down. So we're going to be going by Rocket Parade right up here, and then the next stop from there is Stepford Road. Actually not going to be too late coming in. Half a mile out and we're at, I mean, yeah, we're going to be late, but excuse me. Not as late as I was expecting us to be. Quarter mile.
We will shortly be arriving at Llyn-by-the-Sea.
Go down to 45.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Due to flooding between Layton City and Layton Stepford Road, trains have to run a reduced speed on on all lines. So that means after we depart this station, we're gonna have to go 5 miles an hour to the next station. So that will obviously delay us even further than what we normally would be.
This is Layton.
So you're less than a minute late getting to here.
This train is for
That delay is expected to until
will be
1907, so 7:07. It's currently 7:04 in game. Okay, so this is British time, so as of me recording this, of course, it is because I'm on the East Coast here in the US. We're 5 hours behind the UK,
Welcome on board this Stepford Express service
and
to Lynn-by-the-Sea.
so that means that it's currently
The
2:04.
next station will be Layton City.
I was getting ready to speed up and I forgot already about the disruption. I think most people who play this don't usually slow down, even though you're supposed to. So I'm one of a few guests on this server. At least it's not wicked far between the two stations. We're only, well, it's less than a mile, less than half a mile. So at this speed, I think going for this distance, I think technically it should take like, I want to say like 8 minutes to get to the next station. I know this is riveting content. Maybe what I'll do from here is maybe I'll speed up this section in post. So I was just doing the math and it was from 0.38 miles. I should actually take 4 minutes and pretty much like 4 minutes 32 seconds. Almost out of the flooding section though too, so as we get up to that yellow sign up here, speed limit will go back up. We'll be able to cruise into the next station.
We will shortly be arriving at Llyn-by-the-Sea. Change here for trains to Leighton West. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
I don't know, I may not speed that up. Oh, and there it goes. And unfortunately, because the sign despawned before we got to it, that means it's going to continue to show 5 miles an hour until we get to the next speed limit sign. Which, they really should fix that. That once it's gone, doesn't matter if you're still in the zone or not. It should just, once it goes away, it should just go back to whatever the speed limit was in that zone.
West Coast, North Shore, and Lynn-by-the-Sea. This train is formed of 8 coaches.
So I'm going to stop at this sign.
This is
So the
Llyn-by-the-Sea.
dispatcher is all the way back here, just about the end of the train.
Lynn-by-the-Sea. The next station will be Wester Coast.
More than likely he's not going to hear my horn. But I'll honk it anyways. Yeah, see, it's going to continue to show 5
Welcome on board this Stepford Express
even
service
past the
to
station here, so
Lynn-by-the-Sea. We will call at Wester
I
Coast
believe the speed limit right here is actually
and
60, so
Lynn-by-the-Sea. The next station will be Wester Coast.
the speed limit's going to go up to 125 right here. There we go. Now it doesn't show that we're speeding. You know, like I said, I feel like that's a thing that they should actually adjust with the disruptions. If anybody who works on SCR, nobody who knows somebody that works on SCR, maybe you can mention that. You know, it goes down to 100, but that don't really matter. Since the top speed of this train is only 75. So we're expected to get into Lynn-by-the-Sea by 7:15 in game time. So in just under 4 minutes basically, we're supposed to be at Lynn-by-the-Sea. But as we already figured, that's not going to be the case. And with that disruption, that, like I said, slowed us down significantly further. As of right now, we're at 25 minutes in the video. So yeah, it's gonna be maybe around a 1 hour, 5-minute video. We'll see how close I am by the time the end of the video comes. I'll probably forget by then, forget to check, but So on my Minecraft server, like I mentioned, I've been doing other stuff on there. And what I've been doing was I actually started to make a custom map for the server. And I just finished the main, or the first, basically, major city in my server, which is called Towering Heights.
Lynn-by-the-Sea. This train
And
is formed
yeah,
of
that map
8
actually took
coaches.
quite a while. It took probably about, oh gee, it almost seems like it was maybe 8 hours to take or work on. It was a process, but
This is Wester Coast.
I get that done. I'm gonna do the
Lynn-by-the-Sea.
second major city in the server.
North Shore.
So I kind of took a pause on working on the signals that I mentioned about, I think, last week. Did a couple other changes to the server, or additions or whatever.
Lynn-by-the-Sea.
Well, I took down one
Next station,
thing that I had,
North Shore.
fixed that area, added a couple more paths on the server. And then I started working on the map, and because I get that done. It's a high quality map. Kind of needed to make it high quality or high resolution so you could see some of the text on the map, because it was it's a one for one. Well, actually, technically one for a 16th scale. So I basically, one in-game block is 16 pixels on the map, which I think one block is technically actually 16 pixels anyways. So in reality, the map actually is a one-for-one scale of the city. But I didn't want to really enlarge things and keep other things to scale. I wanted to keep everything to scale, so in order to add text, especially like street names, which I have, and make it kind of like Google Maps style, almost like the old Google Maps style. I had to basically enlarge it. But when you're fully zoomed out, the street names are not easy to read, so it's part of the reason why it's high resolution. But then I added like a legend because I color coded a lot of stuff on there, which is for the better anyways. Another person doing the 143. So I noticed a few other people looked like they might have been lagging, but maybe it's me. I'm the one that's lagging since I'm using a bit more processing power on my computer. I'm recording this, of course, and then got music playing, although that's usually not very intensive. But this computer is definitely older, so I kind of need to at some point. I think this summer, once I start doing my internship, I might start saving money up so I can build a new computer, because I've actually had this. I built this one quite a while ago at this point. Because I first started to build it when I was in school in Boston. Although I don't have any original... Actually, the only original part I'd say from that build is the CPU. So as of right now, my CPU technically is ancient. I think it's like 12 years old. But yeah, it's definitely time to build a new computer, and this computer has been struggling a bit more lately. Speed limit's going down to 90, which is no issue for us. We're starting to get to this station. 6.5 minutes late.
We will shortly be arriving at North Shore. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Then from here we have one more stop, which is the only station after this, and that is Lynn-by-the-Sea. Okay.
This is North Shore. This train is for...
Yeah, a lot of these sorts of trains I'm pretty good with stopping like right at the marker here basically. I mean, maybe I was slightly ahead of it, but not bad. Okay, next stop. Next and final stop before we turn around.
Board this Stepford Express service to Lynn-by-the-Sea. The next station will be...
So we're not even to Lynn-by-the-Sea yet, and we're at 33 minutes on the video. Although the intro took a few minutes, so... I'd say we might still be on track for an hour 5-minute video, although it might be closer to an hour 10 at this point, but we'll see. Not like it really matters. Speed limit just went down, and I was looking at the people in this server session, whatever you want to call it. The speed limit stays 45 until we get to this, or all the way to the station. And from there, we're going to go right back to Newry. Going on line A. Last night when I was doing this, we were on line C.
We will shortly be arriving at Lynn-by-the-Sea.
Platform 2.
Between the train and the platform.
Gonna go right, yep. Because this station starts with platform 0 on the far left. And platform 1, platform 2. I think this station has like 14 platforms? And stop. Okay.
This is Lynn-by-the-Sea.
So that is the outbound
This train terminates here. All change, please.
trip done. I'd say technically this is outbound because I think Stepford Central is technically inbound,
Your
and this
attention,
is
please.
heading towards inbound, so
1925. Stepford.
I'm going to continue the schedule. We're starting just over 4 minutes behind.
The train now standing at platform 2 is the 1918 Stepford Express service to Newry via Morganstown. Calling at Shore, Wester Coast, Leighton City.
That's right. Yeah, actually, the airport shuttle technically was the longest train before this because that was a 7-car train. But before that, Airlink had a 6-car train. But yeah, the airport link or the airport shuttle was a specialized single route train on the Airlink service. Or no. Yeah, Airlink service.
Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Morganstown, Benton, and Newry. The next station will be North Shore.
See, I think I need to start getting some new YouTube library music. I mean, a lot of these songs are good, don't get me wrong, it's just need more variation now. And there's probably newer songs too in the YouTube library. Make different types of YouTube library playlists for these videos. Or these series, basically.
We will shortly be arriving at North Shore. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So yeah, I'm thinking I am gonna do the Minecraft video right after this.
Wester Coast, Leighton City.
So be sure to keep an eye out on Monday for that. That's actually the first video in that series. Or this new series I'm going to be doing. It's the Minecraft podcast series I was talking about.
This train is for Newry.
Due to flooding between Wester Coast and Millcastle Racecourse, trains have to run at a reduced speed on all lines. Disruption is expected until 1928. We're supposed to get there 1925, or Wester Coast anyways. Millcastle Racecourse is just before that. But right now it is 1925, so we're like
Stepford Express service to Newry.
4
The
minutes,
next station will be Wester
almost
Coast.
5 minutes late leaving North Shore. So it should hopefully be clear by the time we get there, because that's in 2 minutes when that's going to clear up. Because unfortunately all those flooding disruptions are basically 5-mile-per-hour disruptions. In fact, most of the disruptions are 5 mile an hour. There's like one I think that's like 10 mile an hour, but see, that guy doesn't seem to be really lagging much, so I don't know if it's just some of these other people are lagging more than others, or if it is me. I mean, I don't really seem to be lagging much. I mean, last station maybe a little bit more, but for the most part, I'm not really lagging much. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but we're actually expected to have a what they were calling a nor'easter later this week. So by the time this video goes out, we're going to be kind of getting slammed with snow, which is very unfortunate because we're in April now. I mean, yes, we do get storms in April, but this winter has been so mild. In fact, the last storm we had basically the most snow we've had all winter. And all that is basically gone now. And that was like a week ago, I think it was, that we got that snow. And it was basically like 5 inches. And of course the snowbanks got pretty big from that. It was not just snow, but it was ice and mix and other stuff. That's makes it no fun. In fact, I think we had maybe a 1/4 inch to a 1/3 inch of ice. Well, actually, no, not quite that much. At least it didn't really have a layer that thick. Might have had like no, like 0.05 inches of ice or something like that. Like a small amount. There was ice, but it was a small amount. Like it wasn't just a coating of ice. There was sparkles of ice basically in it. Because I know in my car there was like bits of ice here and there. Well, not here and there, but clustered together, I guess. If that makes any sense. But yeah, as of right now, like we don't have any winter storm warnings in effect yet. We have a flood warning or a river flood warning. We've been getting a lot of rain because actually after the storm that we had, we got basically, it rained for like, I want to say like 3 days straight after the snow. And that with the fog ended up melting most of the snow. And in fact, right now we hardly have any. I mean, this time of year it's not going to last, but of course, the more snow we get, the longer it's going to take for it to melt. And then the bigger the snowbanks get, the longer it's going to last. So we're coming up, and yeah, it did actually go or clear up, obviously. I just noticed. Figured it'd be cleared up by the time we got here.
We will shortly be arriving at Wester Coast. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So after this station, I'll look up, see what basically they're saying that we're gonna get for snow.
Calling at Leyton City, Leyton, Stepford Road, Morganstown, Benton, and Newry. This train is formed of 8 coaches.
Okay, so
Wester Coast.
like right now, it's actually really nice out right now. And it was funny too, because I got home from class
Leyton City.
and we had no power. And it's like my mother was saying, it's like, yeah, we get these snowstorms like we had last week. We don't lose power. Like the snowstorm, high winds, don't lose power. Today it's like a light breeze, whatever. It's sunny and 53 feels like 50. And we lost power. Don't get it, but yeah, I mean, we weren't without power for very long because I know obviously days like today, not as many people are going to be without power as like a major storm. I mean, that last storm, I think there was over 100,000 customers without power. But yeah, anyways, so let's see. It's supposed to start Wednesday night. Probably more so like like early Thursday morning, like 1 in the morning. But this is what it says. Wednesday night, watching potential winter storm, rain and snow in the evening, becoming all snow late. Low around 30. Winds east northeast at 15 to 25 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 90%. Snow accumulating to 3 to 5 inches. Thursday, it's showing watching potential winter storms, snow along with gusty winds at times. Temps nearly steady in the low to mid 30s. Winds east northeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Chance of snow 100%. And actually, this total updated, went up. It's now showing snow accumulating 5 to 8 inches, because before it was showing 3 to 5. Thursday night, watching a potential winter storm. Snow in the evening will become lighter overnight. Low 33. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of snow 80%. 1 to 3 inches of net snow expected. And then Friday, it's saying rain and snow in the morning. The rain and snow will change to rain showers in the afternoon. It's not showing any snowfall totals for that. Friday night, snowfall around 1 inch. Saturday, rain. Snow early, changing all rain. No accumulations, and then after that it's going to be clear. And in fact, next Wednesday, or the following Wednesday, well, when this goes up, like I said, it will be next Wednesday. It's showing a high for 59 for like 3 days straight. So, but yeah, anyway, so if we add this up, so 1 to 3, Thursday, wait, oh, 5 to 8, no, it was 3 to 5, then 5 to 8. So that's 8 to 13, 9, basically 9 to 16 inches is what they're saying.
Change here for trains to Leyton West.
Based on the daily morning day accumulations.
Newry via Morganstown. Calling at
So yeah, like I said, unfortunately we're going to kind of get slammed, but
and Newry.
like I said as well, this time of year, it's not going to last, and of course with the temperatures getting into the upper 50s, almost 60 by the end of, or middle of April,
Leyton Stepford Road.
This is due to
basically the
the train crew.
last third of April almost. No, middle of April. Yeah. Looking at temperatures like that, and yeah, we're not gonna get many more snowstorms at this point.
Welcome on board this Stepford Express service.
In fact, all winter, most of the snowstorms were very little,
Leyton Stepford
and
Road.
it didn't last very long. I mean, yeah, we actually did maybe have,
Newry. The next station.
the longest we had snow on the ground might have been
Stepford Road.
a month.
We
if
will
that.
shortly be arriving at
I forget it's feeling like
Leyton
60 through
Stepford
here.
Road.
Um,
Change here for trains to Stepford.
but other than that, we really haven't had much for snow.
Stepford Central.
And it wasn't until like basically mid-January until we got it.
Benton and Newry. This train is formed of
You can
8
tell I'm lagging a
coaches.
little bit more now.
This is Leyton Stepford Road. This
The
train.
craziest storm we actually had this winter was in December,
Next station will be
and
Morganstown.
I think that was mostly just rain and wind. And that basically knocked out, I think, about 500,000 customers throughout the state without power. And I know we were without power for
Welcome on board
nearly a
Stepford
week.
Express service to
Like, it was rough. Like, most places
next
were without
station
power.
will be
Most
Morganstown.
businesses were without power. Businesses that were open had supply shortages, so Like, I know one of the McDonald's over by the mall, or the McDonald's that is over by the mall, it's like I think they did have power, but they didn't have anything for supplies, so they were actually closed despite having power, I believe. But yeah, then like the Olive Garden had power, but the restaurant across the street, or did they? Yeah, I don't remember, but I mean, it was crazy. I know I saw pictures of like Western Maine, and like one of the more surreal pictures was this McDonald's in this town called Farmington. Floodwater is basically almost up to the base of the windows, and the building still had power. And so just seeing floodwaters that high with the building basically lit up and everything, and this was a night picture, and it's just so surreal, so crazy that it's like that they are flooded, but yet they have power, and meanwhile here we have no power and we're not flooded. But yeah, I think our basement. Well, actually, did our basement flood? Yeah, I think it might have, or no. No, that one I don't think it really did flood much, which we kind of got lucky about. But no, I mean trees were down everywhere. Part of the interstate, or one side of the interstate, was closed because the trees actually fell, blocking the entire interstate. And in fact, to this day, still, they have tops of the trees in the median from when they fell onto the highway. It was just crazy. And over by Chick-fil-A at the mall, there was a big tree that fell, and that's still there. I know the governor declared a state of emergency for that storm. And yeah, no, it was just a crazy storm that we had in December there. I'm sure there's videos on YouTube that you could look up for that storm. But yeah, this has definitely been a kind of a crazy winter this year. I don't know if that's exactly the side effects from having it, because I think right now we're in an El Nino, whereas before we were in a La Nino. And I think the difference, that might have been part of the difference with, because I know that change in weather patterns affects obviously the weather, how the weather goes. But that might have been part of the reason for why we had such a crazy winter. I don't know, but I know most of the country is going to have some crazy weather this week as well. Looking at severe weather down the south. Possible tornadoes from what it looked like. Possible tropical storms even heading towards Florida from what it looked like, maybe. Start slowing down because we're coming up into Morganstown.
We will shortly be arriving at Morganstown. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Service to Newry. Calling at Benton and Newry. This train is formed of 8 coaches.
So up here at the 5-6, kind of overshot it a bit, but no. Well.
This is Morganstown. This train is for Newry.
Of course, we started, it was all sunny, and now it's
will be Benton.
basically nighttime. I know last week's video was the same way. I never even really acknowledged it. It's because it is almost 8 o'clock there, so I mean...
Welcome on board this Stepford Express.
Now, of course, this is a more fictionalized version
The next
of like
station
British
will
Rails.
be Benton.
which I think I failed to mention last week's last week's video, but one of these episodes, maybe next week, I'll start as a passenger and actually show the entire, or the map for the entire network. That way you guys can kind of see how everything is kind of intertwined. Because of course when I'm doing these routes, it only shows, like I'm doing express, it's only going to show the express map. It's not going to show Connect Waterline or Airlink.
Please stand back from the platform edge.
Yeah, that guy that was at that platform back there, he was doing Waterline.
Stand back from the platform edge.
Sometimes the horns work well, and sometimes the horns don't really work at all. Don't know why, but actually I should have honked this one. Still can.
Change here.
And if anybody coming from that branch
Esterfield.
knows. Although I don't know if many people, especially from that far away, will hear the horn anyways.
Airport
But
Terminal 2. Please
oh well.
mind the gap between the train
At least honking anyways. Connect train.
37. Stepford Express.
I just noticed my points are exactly 16,500.
Calling at Newry only. This train is formed.
It's nice seeing it an even number like that.
This
Yeah, that was a pretty good, actually I might be slightly behind it, but I mean it's pretty close. From this angle it looks pretty good.
Newry.
Now of course I always stop and, or when I'm at the station I'll look down like this. Oh, and that guy just missed his train. See a passenger? I can't tell. I had the camera
Welcome on board.
which will
Stepford
move
Express
back like this,
Newry.
whereas if I do the camera one more
Next
time,
station will be
it won't move
Newry.
back as I'm moving. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was this guy here. Oh, now he's gone. Might be really the only express doing Newry. Of course, as expected, everybody doing express is using this train.
Stop here. Please.
Well, yeah, we'll find out, or at least I'll find out tomorrow, April 2nd, if this train is still here or not. I'm hoping it is, because this made me really happy. I mean, if not, that's fine. At least I still get the 143 and Waterline.
Stand back from the platform edge.
So next stop is Newry. So I'm gonna get ready to have the outro music play, or the ending music to the video playing. Actually, do I want to do that yet? No. I was looking at the distance, and it was going to be cutting it close to for that song. So this song is shorter. Maybe what I'll do is I'll actually go to Passenger before we finish this episode as well, just to take a look at the map.
We will shortly be arriving at Newry. Change
Or at least do
here
that
for
really
train to
quickly.
Newry Harbour.
There's a slowdown up here. I think that's on the other side of the platform, or station rather.
All change, please.
Actually, add another song too. Although I may cut this next song off, I don't know. Anyways, we're doing it live.
Newry. This train terminates here.
Even though this isn't live, but
Thank you for travelling with us today.
the way I set everything up, I have actually the music playing as I'm recording this. So we're going to exit to menu. And now I think I'm going to switch it to this song. Here we go. So we're going to go play Passenger. And we'll do Waterline, I guess. We'll go to Newry, which is where I just was. Oh, and actually here you can see how my the eyes blink, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll go over to the platform here. In fact, I think this is the platform I was on. Yes, it was. But anyways, yeah, so if we take a look at the map here, you can see this is the full system. I mean, it's just showing... It's not as detailed as each individual service map, but it does show every stop, every station for every service, basically. But yeah, so yeah, you can see how this is Newry here. This is the water line, and Express comes into here. But yeah, anyways, so we'll get rid of that, and I think, yeah, I don't know if I should end the videos like this more often or not, but I don't know. Let's see what... Let me know down in the comments below if you think I should leave off the videos like this, go to a station platform and just kind of do this, kind of like what some people do with Minecraft videos or whatever, I don't know. But anyways, that is just about going to do it for this video, so hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a thumbs up, and of course, as always, I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye!